Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fintech Frenzy. So today we got some Shift4 news, some Robinhood news. Actually, Robinhood pops up in this news 4 different times. So we're going to cover that a little bit earlier of a show. I didn't even mention that. It's 7 o'clock right now. There might be something in an hour. That's the problem. I might be having another video come up in an hour. I might be live 3 times today. SoFi Weeklies tonight, so we're going to cover the other fintechs here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Shift4, Robinhood, PayPal, Newbank. Let's do it. Let's fricking do it. Okay, so first off, why don't we just jump right in to some Shift4 news? Geographical expansion, baby. I love it. They love it. Let's get into it. What's up, son? How's it going? Mr. Matthew Money. Okay, Shift4. I said recently, geographical expansion will be the big catalyst for Shift4. These are not huge territories that they are breaking into, but it is still nice that they've landed themselves in Puerto Rico and the US Virgin Islands as well. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they have entire sales teams there. That's the little bit of the sort of front there. I mean, they just broke into Africa recently. They're in a whole bunch of different countries in Europe. The problem is that you only need one client in order to be in those geographies. Still great. Still happy they're there. It means that they are probably making more deeper connections with existing members rather than actually going to those countries to find new members, but they will find new members now that they're actually there. Shift4 is in such a critical moment. And I keep thinking to this company, 25 years old, okay? He started it when he was 16, and now the company is still expected to grow gross payment volume by 55, 60% this year, okay? Just crazy to me how long the journey is of business. It just blows me away. It gets me really excited as I get older. And I'm sure for many of you who are older can testify that the journey kind of never stops. And congratulations to the Shift4 team. Anyway, on to the next company. This is another small piece of news, so I'll get the small ones out of the way really quick. But Newbank has been recognized by Time as one of the most influential companies of 2024. Now, there was different categories. Maybe we can go to the website. There's different companies that, or different categories that they can fall under. And in fact, if we go not to disruptor, because there's a couple cool disruptors here, Palantir, right, Waymo, Airbnb. But what we want, not innovators, the Titans. All right. These are the big boys, the Amazons, the Saudi Aramcos, the Airbuses, the Newbanks. Okay. BYD, Eli Lilly, TikTok. So we landed ourselves in a very high up spot on this list with the Titans. Thought that it's cool. It's a good read. And I always like whenever the companies that, I'm owning get featured and get a little bit more press. So that's cool. I don't think it necessarily means anything for their bottom line, but hey, not everything does. Sometimes you can just celebrate some accomplishments. All right, let's quickly move on to what do we want to do? PayPal? Let's do PayPal. Okay, PayPal is not in the news directly because of their own doing. They're in the news because analysts are now taking sort of a much brighter approach to the stock. So this is very weird, right? Mizuho, Dan Dolev's team, or the equity research team that Dan Dolev runs within Mizuho, has been all over the map with PayPal. If I remember correctly, they had a price target on this company back in Q2 of 2023 of, I think it was $120 a share. They said Q3 of 2023 is going to show amazing numbers because of their relationship with Temu. And at the time, Temu was just skyrocketing. And so they believed that branded checkout growth was just going to be through the roof, potentially double digits. And that was just going to pump the stock. That didn't really end up happening the way that they thought it would. And so they ended up changing their price target right after Q3 earnings came out, which were sort of a mixed bag. And then they ended up bringing it from like, I think it was $110, $120 a share, all the way down to $68 per share. Then, as of today, or maybe it was yesterday, Dan Dolev said that the new product Fastlane suggests the potential for potentially $1 to $1.5 billion of transaction margin dollar increase. That would be about a 5 to 10% upside. In the medium term, we could see this $1.43 trillion of annual e-commerce spending market addressable be seized by Fastlane. Seized by Fastlane. So awesome. They ended up taking that price target from $68 a share back up to $90. So they were up here. They brought it all the way down here. Now we're sort of in the middle, but still a long way from the $60 ranges that it's been sitting within the last couple of weeks or so. Then, New Street Research decided we need to get in on this PayPal game. We've been looking up the company for a bit. We want to actually slap our name saying that we have initiated a buy position on PayPal. So they said, in quotes, 2024 is a transitional year for PayPal. We expect to hear news in support of key performance indicators on the new initiatives before monetization comes through more in 2025. Driving transaction margin dollars ahead of street estimates. They also said that their Braintree side of the business is, back into the quotes here, more rational approach to pricing renewals. And that PayPal's new guest checkout Fastlane should boost volume and then boost pricing. They also see better monetization of Venmo, better debit card adoption for Venmo and PayPal, and Zoom, the cross-border currency business that they have, to start to take off over the next 6 to 12 months as they've started to integrate new crypto features. That's pretty interesting. You don't really see a lot, at least in the companies that I cover. You don't see it in freaking SoFi or any of this stuff where they actually talk about the products are going to essentially maybe boost the fundamentals of the business, right? They usually look at it, in my perspective, from a fundamentals basis and not really from a qualitative basis. If you guys know me, I'm definitely heavy leaning into qualitative analysis. So, it's good to see some companies say, you know what, we actually see these things on the rise, and seeing what we can see, we can base some sort of improvement in PayPal. So, hey, little bit of upside for PayPal. Really happy to see it. 2 different upgrades from 2 different analysts on the same day. Oh, Osiris, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Haven't seen your name here in a bit. Okay. Now, let's jump into some Robinhood. So, there was a little bit of a product release here. Nothing too surprising, I don't think. But Robinhood crypto trading APIs have finally come out. They have these on equities, allow the more sophisticated, advanced trading types to potentially set up automated trading strategies. Everyone says that the markets are ran by algos. Well, Robinhood does not want to slow you down if you want to be a part of that, future, I guess. So you can absolutely do that even within the crypto environments. So, same very low pricing. They want to offer, the best APIs not best APIs. Where is it? Yeah, while API trading is inherently geared towards more advanced traders, we have built a simple and easy to use API that anyone that knows how to code can participate with confidence and precision. So great, happy. How much this actually deals into their own financials is not something that I've seen Robinhood go into, is what percentage of their overall trading volume is done through APIs. I'm sure it's really low. But hey, awesome. Happy that it's added there, but it's not boosting any guidances or anything like that, in my opinion. Little sip of water, or should I take a sip of the largest coffee that no one should ever order. I did not order that for myself, I promise you. If I drink it all tonight, I'm going to die. Okay. So Vlad Tenev took my tweet from yesterday I said, hey, you know what? You should update some of your drawings. Let's see what your little design team can do and update these other retirement product lines. And he said, all right, bet. Except he didn't. He took it and ran with it with a different product that they're looking at. So anyway, May, Robinhood cash sweep is now $20 billion plus. A great bump up from the last few months. Happy to see it. Happy to be here. And hopefully we'll continue to grow not only as users, pour more money onto the platform, but also get more users. So average deposits per user, but then also more users stacking. It's a pretty good combination. So Vlad, thank you so much. Hopefully, we'll be able to see the May numbers. What is that? June 10th, I think, is whenever they update. 10 days after every single month. So we'll be able to see all those metrics that we're looking for, like their overall volumes on equities, on crypto. That'll be a very interesting one for me. If they can hold it near that $10 billion mark, we're going to have a stellar quarter. All right. And now, also, everyone that is using Robinhood for their investments, congrats to you. You guys have a great platform. Love it. It's going to get a lot better in 2 weeks. Everyone knows this is happening. This is not some big drop, but the timing is a drop. The 1% deposit boost is happening in the next 2 weeks. All right. So get ready. I want to deposit like 50 grand. When can I do that? Should I wait? Don't worry, it's coming. It is coming. All right. What else is in this news? Okay, so this one is, I kind of want to go blow my nose. It's allergy season now, and I got to start taking freaking Reactin or something on a daily. Here, I'll be right back. All right, that should be better. Ladies, hit the like button, subscribe if you want more chair content, just chair, no person. I can So the conversation is thick whenever we're gone. Webull has a 1.25% match. Is that true, or are you talking about for like retirement or something? I'm going to check that because Webull does like to get very competitive with Robinhood. It's an unlimited deposit match or what? I'm not seeing anything in terms of Webull offering any sort of 1.25 of anything. Gotta itch my nose there. Didn't want you guys to see. I'm not seeing that, Vincent. So if anyone can keep us honest on that, but I'm looking it up and I don't see much of anything. Webull 1.25% deposit match. I'm seeing absolutely nothing. Yeah, no, you're crazy. Yeah, so it's funny you're updating all the different things. We're going to be doing all those. So I've been looking at them. One of them actually recently that just happened was the Deutsche Bank Global financial services conference, and Robinhood was there, and they actually spoke. And for the most part, they said things that we had already heard, like they want to be the number one brokerage for active traders, and stuff like that. The interesting stuff that they really brought out, though, they said, we've now shifted our focus from, instead of just going after anyone that wants to trade stocks, we're really trying to go after higher net worth users. And so our customer acquisition cost is really climbing because we're basing those clients off lifetime value rather than just, hey, if they trade, then we're going to make money. So very much actually switching to the SoFi style of acquiring users, of like high cost, high reward, which I think just goes to complement SoFi's strategy that so many people have bashed, by the way. Webull does have 1.25% transfer and 3.5% IRA match. Okay, cool. Yeah, so they said that they're developing, Robinhood, by the way, is developing their desktop app. And they said right now it's just sort of like a product that's off of the mobile, and that it's not very great. This is going to be a completely separate product. Like, it's going to be so different from the mobile experience that, will be very refreshed. And that will come out within the next year, or sorry, within this year, probably near the end or so. And they said half of all active trader activity happens on desktop. So they actually think they're opening themselves up to a much larger total addressable market by offering a really competitive service there. They also said that they are going to expand their credit card to tens of thousands of credit card holders just within the next couple of months. So right now it's only 5,000, I think, and some employees and friends and family, stuff like that. But they want to bring it out to tens of thousands. Slow rollout, but definitely still rolling out. 24/5 Markets is growing as a part of their overall strategy, and they think that it's going to be a much larger part to the investors' overall strategy as well. They think that they might be multiplying their amount of earnings because they're just opening up more time for trading to end up happening. I thought that this was really interesting. They said that, they're slightly bullish on crypto, but really it's not like a political stance at all. It's mainly just about diversification, like offering all the products that users want while also making them a little less dependent on just a few sort of asset classes to make their money. So I think that's so great, where they're not taking any sort of stance. They're just saying, hey, if you want it, we're going to be that service that actually offers you everything. They spoke about their margin. This is what I also thought was cool. They recently brought down their margin rates even below IBKR. What's their Interactive Brokers? That's what it is. They lowered it below Interactive Brokers, which was probably the most competitive in terms of their customer-facing rates. Now, what I mean by that is that Robinhood said what's funny is that everyone's like looking at our margin rate saying, how are you affording this? When they're saying, hey, this is actually really common for all brokerages, but you have to ask. And that ask is the part that they want to sort of take away. They don't want any closed door meetings. What's available to the private consumer should be available to every consumer. It's the same sort of idea that they had with the credit card. So that's why they lowered the rates. It's what everyone should be at. And also they realized that in the margin game, they were actually losing market share, which is interesting. I wouldn't have anticipated that from, Robinhood for really any of their products in terms of the overall offering. But no, supposedly they just weren't growing as fast as the overall margin business was growing. And so you make up for a less percentage. So yeah. Oh, Blueberry. Shut up, dude. Did you know, Tanner, that Google's search engine is a black box and that's their mode? Get out of here, man. That's some pagaya offhanded comment that he's given me here. First time margin user here. I mean, I wish you the best, Wes, but I would never advocate for it. Very risky business. Some people make it work. Obviously, there's a massive industry for it, but that is a risk I'm not willing to take. Am I selling my SoFi shares? Not at all. Nope. Haven't sold a single share. That margin is gross. When will SoFi go up? I think you're asking a question that nor I nor freaking Warren Buffett could answer, dude. I mean, Warren Buffett could probably force it to go up by buying billions of dollars worth of the stock, but I don't even think he's legally allowed. Oh, Unknown is here. Our resident youngest in the chat. The what do you call that? A prodigy of investing? I hope I'm thinking of the right person. Unknown, you're like 16, aren't you? Thoughts on Galileo's CTO joining Chime? I think this is the first I'm hearing about it, but I don't have much thought about it. I mean, you see a lot of that. It's just a matter of how much they're willing to pay for these people. Ooh, 17 now. Congratulations. Yeah, you see members like SoFi obtaining big names from Uber and other names going to PayPal, and PayPal names going to other fintech. It's just this big circle, and the people that are moving most likely are the ones benefiting from getting large raises to pick up and leave. Oh, 1K on margin at 0%. That's what you're talking about, Wes. Holy dude, it's to be honest, I like Vlad. I like the team. I think that is a terribly scary incentive. Yeah, I don't know. It's not your money. Okay. You can go take a credit card and pull out money on a cash advance and invest it. No one ever freaking does. It's just that sort of stuff I just stay so far away from. I get that it's 0%. I understand it. But that is the gateway drug. That's why they're doing it. And what is 1K gonna do to your account? I mean, maybe it does a huge amount to your account, but like it's just $1,000 and you're just playing with fire. Do you? Do you? But if I was a gold member, I would not take advantage. I understand and agree. Yeah, well then you're you're an adult. Do whatever you want. I'm not here to stop anyone. I use margin as well, super good. Cool. Anyway, yeah, so there's not much news on a Friday. I'm just happy to be here. I'm going to let you guys know, or maybe let me just check my DMs, make sure. So hopefully, we're going to see if I'm live again at 8 o'clock. If I'm not, know that there may be a rescheduling, but a very, very cool video could be in our very near future. And hopefully, it's as near as 30 minutes from now. But lining up some times, it's a collaboration. I'll just be honest with you. And if I can get this person on, it'd be a very good thing for the audience. I think a lot of people would be very excited. And it is scheduled for 30 minutes from now, but I don't have confirmation. I had confirmation a week ago, but now it's quiet. We'll see. I'm not even going to pick on ETF tonight. I'm not late. This is as early as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. We're freaking hour and 30 minutes early. We got the SoFi Weekly later tonight. That'll be a fun one. Would you buy Chime shares if they went public? Most likely. Most likely. I know the fintech game really well. I know a lot of aspects to Chime because I'd actually bought some like fintech research reports whenever I was doing real deep dives on Newbank, and they were doing some comparisons between Newbank and Chime. So I know a bit about that company, even in the like a private perspective, like or private equity perspective. But yeah, they dominate what they do, which is going after lower income credit building. Love it. I love it. And not expanding like crazy to try to do what like Revolu's doing and expand way too fast or something like this, and then have markets that are just underperforming. No, they're in the United States and they dominate, and they will, get out eventually, but they're going to take it one step at a time. But yeah, so I'd invest in Chime. Most likely. I mean, it all depends on the valuation. It would be a steep valuation, probably very similar to like, Cash App level of multiples, but who knows? They seem to be growing slow and steady. I'm pretty excited for them as a long-term play. Thanks for your insights. No, thanks for the questions. It's a great one. Oh, I thought this was a piece of news, but it doesn't seem to be. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will let you go there. If you see me in 30 minutes, great. If you see me at 10 o'clock, still good. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate your time. Bye-bye for now.